Welcome to eSeniors. It's the penultimate race of the season. So it's race number 7. It's Zandvoort in Holland. And let's look at the standings. We have the platinum standings in front of us. We see Chris Bourne is just a beast. He has dominated this series here for quite some time. And you see him there with 328 points. Then Derek Bird, who is not racing today, has 266. Andrew Lloyd, 235. Further down, which I don't have on the screen, we have Mish Pornoff. He's on track today. And Stuart Packham, P5. He is not on track today. So there are a couple of people out that have signed out from this race for whatever reason. So that gives the opportunity for everyone that is on track. Let's look at the silver group. If you're familiar with the seniors, we do 2 different groups now, platinum and silver. And Bruce Hopkins is the leader, and he was P2 last race, and he has 313 points. And behind him is Brian Banks that won the last race. A really good effort from him. And then Daniel Britos, also really solid effort. Look at that, P4, P4, and P4 from Daniel Britos, and he has 256 points. Then in P4, again, not on the screen, we have Malcolm Hutchin, 227, and Thomas Rainier is on 211. So there we have it. So just a minute or so from starting this qualifying for this race. We have, let's see, right now we have 23 cars on track. Chris Bourne has doing fast laps during the pre-session. Not too surprising, I would say. So let's get over to what I call the pre-show, because that's where I mention our sponsors here, Syndeo, the technology broker that is specializing in call centers and IP telephony. And they will provide the best solution in that field for your business. And then we have Sim3D, that's the bespoke racing gear that they do, button boxes, shroud mounts. I've got they do basically a lot of cool little things you need for your rig, and if you're in the business for anything like that, please consider Sim3D as well as Syndeo if you're looking for something that they provide. So those are the sponsors that make this happen. All right, thank you everyone on the stream for joining this Saturday night. I was doubtful if I would stream today. I've been a little bit under the weather, but hey, the show must go on. All right, we have Daniel Britos here, the gentleman from Argentina. And as you know, we have a really international crowd at eSeniors. eSeniors is a group of racers 50 years and older. You can connect with us on SimGrid and YouTube, Facebook, etc. eSeniors GT3 World Championship. I also posted the link, and I'll do that again just in case. So that's the link to our website, and there are contact details there. And we do championships, ACC as well as LMU. We're about to launch season 18. 18 seasons. Can you imagine, over a couple of years here? We do a couple of seasons a year. Okay, so we have the silver group are out first. Maybe I should just remind you, I put up the Don't I have that here? Okay. Anyway, the two classes, not too complicated. It's silver and it's platinum. Right now we have the silver drivers out driving. And let's see when we get some times on the board. Yeah, Derek, it's that uno más cerveza is another very useful phrase, as well as donde está baños, as when you had a couple of cervezas. It's good to know. Here we go. Britos put the first time, and that was handily beaten by Olli. 1:37.4. Olli had a really good pace last race, I remember. However, he had to break. There was something that happened, so he had to forfeit on the race. So Peter David now 1:37.2. We should see the platinum guys go into the 1:35 easily. Interesting color there on that car. I like it. I like it. Our winner from last race. I don't have any good driver view here, do I? No, I don't really have an inside driver view. That's unfortunate. So Peter David right now the fastest. Here's Mike Maleski with his 7-up Ferrari. Oh, someone out off the track there. Jumped quickly back into the pits. That was Oliveira or Torrance. Torrance possibly. And Linnard took now the first provisional pole here for silver. Bruce Hopkins coming through. He is up half a second. That should put him up in the top 3 if he keeps it up. He does keep it up, and let's see where he is now. Coming around the bend. Let's get the inside here as he finishes off the lap. Here comes the chicane. And he's at 0.7. Right now he's 1.4 behind. Here's this fast right-hander. Very interesting. You can get out in the sand. There's a lot of sand here in Zandvoort. He's at 1.1, so he's gonna get into P2. There's P2, Hopkins, P2. Nicely done. This track is not too far from where I actually lived when I lived in Holland. However, I wasn't into racing back then, so I didn't even know that. So here's Caballero, car 444. He's not on a hot lap. Peter David though, provisional pole again. He's up 3/10. He has some cars in front of him, or he has Britos in front of him. Shouldn't really hamper him that much, but he lost a lot of time coming out of that chicane. Oh, saw a car out there in the sand. He's up 1/10. She's gonna improve. He lost a lot of time there. That's not gonna help. Let's see where Mike Maleski is. He's going through this chicane. He comes into that right-hander. You don't want to dip any part of your wheel out there in that sand trap. He's at 0.4 now. It's going to pull him up a couple of steps, maybe P8, currently in P11, P9 for Mike Maleski at this point. So we have a 15-minute qualifying for the silver guys. A little bit shorter for the platinum, that used to be fewer people than silver. Robas is not out driving today, no. Let's see, who should we look at? We haven't seen Thomas. Here comes Thomas around the bend to finish his... No, he's not finishing his lap. It's hard to see where he is in this, but he's kind of just in this start of his lap. And this is such a difficult corner. You have to hit the apex, get on the throttle, get on the right side. Be really patient on the throttle here. Late apex, get on the throttle, back again, and coming down into that chicane. See how he's doing that in the Porsche. Car number 72 is Thomas. You can clip that a little bit, and here you don't want to get too far out. You can fan out quite a bit on the right there. I think that is actually a better line. But he keeps 2.2, 2.5 right now. Let's see, that will push him up a couple of positions, maybe P7. Let's see as he comes through here. Lost time there in that corner. Troublesome for Thomas. Well, okay, P7 for Thomas. So who is now on a Singer? Parks. Haven't seen Parks for a while. Let's see where he is. We haven't seen him for quite a while. Yeah, this is only his third showing in this championship, and there he goes out in the sand. Too bad. Daniel Britos. Let's see if he is in a good form today. Daniel Britos, P3 right now in the championship. I think Britos is one of the guys that really is growing. Really gets better and better. And he picks up one position there, P5 for Daniel. Peter David still in provisional pole, currently in the pits, so is Hopkins. David, a solid lead, half a second gap to the guys behind. And Lynn Ortner, haven't really looked that much on him. He's in the Mustang. It's an interesting view here. Gaining some time. Craig Holmes, welcome. And here's this that corner. I think it's really difficult. He should open that up a little bit more, but he's gaining time, so good on him. Late apex, get on the throttle, and looking forward to how he's gonna look at the chicane. Look at the inside here, coming down. He's cutting back the chicane quite a bit. Lost him some time there though. Let's see if he can pick that up. Yeah, he's up to 0.3. He needs more than that, but he can probably get into this first row at least if he keeps this up. He lost a little bit of time there. Let's see if he can gain that back as he came through the last turn. Only Lynn Ortner currently in P3. He's going to be able to get to P2 right now. Provisional pole for only Lynn Ortner. Oliveira, haven't looked at him. He's up almost half a sec. He's 1.2 behind Peter David. That's in P1. He's just starting out here. Let's get in his cockpit. He's actually, he's ending the lap. You see, I'm not really in tune with this track. I haven't seen it that much. It's up 0.4 and pushes up to second row for Oliveira in the silver group. And here comes Daniel Britos. He's up 3/10. follow him, see what he can do. Chicane gaining time here. He's a second behind. Let's see if he can at least cut that in half. Yeah, good pace out of this corner. He's going to be able to at least cut it in half and get into P3 perhaps. No, P4 for Daniel Britos. Nicely done, as we have 1.5 minute left of qualifying for the silver group. And I think we do not have anyone driving. Yeah, Oliveira. Let's see, Shannon. I don't think he's on a valid lap though. I haven't seen him I've not had him on camera, anything. Torrance. That good looking Mercedes. Just starting his lap, we can follow along. Currently last in silver. He needs to improve quite a bit in order to even get to the next into P12. He needs at least 7/10, and he's not really tracking on that at the moment. We follow him because he's basically the only one on track. Well, there are a couple of more guys. Well, I mean, excuse me, let's follow Hopkins. He's actually half a sec up, and he could take provisional pole here if he keeps this up. Coming into the chicane, where did he find his pace? He is handily in the zone here for getting into provisional pole. Last turn. Oh, he's got to take provisional pole. He's coming out of that like a rocket. Nicely done, Hopkins. Is he gonna here? Yeah, Hopkins. Look at that.
He did it in the last lap, did he?
Yeah, hey Mike. Yeah,
Hi.
he did.
How much did he improve by?
He improved with 6/10 or something like that.
Wow,
So
nice.
1:36.2 for Hopkins' best lap. But I think we're gonna see the Platinums doing much better than that. 1:35 probably. So how was it out there, Mike? Is this one of your tracks?
I don't mind it too much. You can get into a rhythm with it, you know. You can push hard and get a good lap in, but I don't know if you want to race that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the beginning, the sector we kind of banked couple of turns there, and a couple of interesting corners.
People make mistakes on it, that's why. So
yeah,
it's fun to race.
Yeah, so we have 9 guys in Platinum. We have Jolt have joined. That's nice. Didn't see him before. Paulo Novas is racing.
While they're getting their outlaps, can you divulge what the next season's discussion is or plans are?
Yeah, I can do a little. We're gonna have a regular GT3, and we're gonna have a LMU mixed race, so GT3 and hypercars.
I can't wait.
And I think that's going to be Fridays, and then we're going to have a LMU GT3 sprint on Saturdays. Oh, I'm sorry, Mondays. I think it's good to have a sprint race. It's good for newer guys and someone that's maybe a little bit infirm that want to have a shorter race. So nothing on the Sunday. So we'll do those 3. I think that's the plan, and then we start 2 weeks after the last race, 2 weeks after next weekend.
Okay, sounds good.
And then I want to race my Mercedes in the GT3.
Ah, both series?
I want I want to have I want to drive the ACC GT3.
Okay.
And then I don't know, that might be the only one I do, and then I might commentate on whatever you don't want to commentate on. So.
Okay.
Or if you want to race the ACC, we can maybe just take turns.
Oh, either that or I'll do a replay one right after.
Yeah.
There's a new LMU release coming out soon, isn't there? This month.
Oh yeah, it is. Now we have Chris Board is up at the speed 1:35.6. He's a second faster than Silver. About. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know when that comes out.
Yeah, I thought I read 25th of May.
Oh really?
Couple of tracks, couple of cars, but I'm sure they'll do other things.
Yeah, I hope they're gonna improve some things, like the interface is a little bit weird, or I mean just what you see when you drive in the cockpit. I don't really like it. I've tried to play with that race control and the overlays they have, but I don't completely understand how to work that stuff, but I haven't spent that much time on it. So.
Yeah, I thought he said you had to have a second computer to do the overlays on your own car.
Nah.
You run it?
No.
No? You just run it from another?
Yeah. Okay. I still don't have Jonathan Wood's livery. He had a new woodpecker. I had to remember to talk to him and get that. All right, let's see what's going on. Chris Board, provisional pole, 1.56. Steve Young, P2 at the moment. Chris Bourne is still improving on time, so we'll see what he can do. Jonathan Wood, up P6 now. And Jolt, what can he do? We haven't seen him in a while, have we, Jolt? Just looking at the standings. Okay, yeah, he hasn't really placed very well this season. P6 is his best result. Otherwise, it's like a 10 or 12.
Yeah, I don't have Jonathan's new livery either. I don't have his new livery either.
Yeah, it showed in the software. I see it. Yeah. I see it also on my computer. So all that downloaded.
I haven't upgraded in a while, or I haven't synced in a while, so.
Rogero Santos up to 10s. Is he going to be able to get anything more than that? P3 at the moment. Santos, where does he sit? Okay, Santos has missed 2 races, also draw penalties, so he's a P14 in Platinum. But good result sitting up there on second row at least. No one else is improving. Well, I take that back. Lloyd has a front livery, that one. A 0.6. Follow him and see what he can do here. So coming through the last corner. P15, what's that gonna do for him? P12, not that much. Chris Bourne, 135.3. He doesn't have the best first sector. That's actually Steve Young. Santos up to 10s. Let's get into his car. He has just started the lap, and he will brake just as you come under that sign. And this is kind of almost like it's not really a blind corner, but then you have to just hustle out in the middle of the track, late apex. Be patient. And here we're coming up to the chicane. brake in there where the curb starts on the left. Don't get too much curb, and here you want to stay away a little bit from the curb. You can actually go out really wide on the right if you need. And here we brake at the Marshall post a little before. Don't get out on the sand. Get on the right side, swing around. Is that going to do anything for him? Yeah, maybe P2. Yeah, P2 for Santos at the moment. Nova up 1.8. Oh, he really missed the apex there a bit. Yeah, lost time there. Could see that immediately. You see, I know where to drive, but when I drive, I don't do it.
Yeah, I was watching Santos's breaking points too. I said, oh, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. I really like my new wheelbase, though. It's very nice.
Yeah. You're just getting used to it. Yeah, that's what I have. It's a great wheelbase.
Yeah, my other one was kind of grinding a little bit and just didn't really feel okay. Yeah. I've had it for several years, so it's been taking a beating, you know. But this one, and it sits so solid the way it's mounted too, so it's like no flex or anything.
No. I'm enjoying my little rumble motors for my pedals.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It's it's a very cheap upgrade, $150 US. So
yeah, I had those little things too. It's nice. You can feel when you kind of overdo it, you know.
Very important in LMU, that's for sure.
Yeah. Chris Bourne is still at it, improving his time. Maybe I lost a little time, but at least he's not on a valid lap. Bummer. 9 seconds left.
Yeah, last for everybody.
He's not going to be able to get another lap out of this. No.
He's in first place. Doesn't have to.
Parnov jumped up of P4 right on his last second row for Parnov. Nice.
Berche hasn't been qualifying that well lately. He's been doing great in races, but
right, yeah. His best result in the race was P4. That was Nürburgring, and otherwise it's P5, P6 the last 3 races. So let's see what he can do this time around.
Jonathan was complaining about the track there before on another Discord channel. He's not happy with. He doesn't like this track very much.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't get it going. Okay, well I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, let's see you. Okay, we'll hold there for a bit until race start. It's going to be a rolling start, a track formation lap, and then it's going to be 1 pit stop. It's mandatory. You don't have to change your tires, but you have to fill fuel. And then you also have to, that's the only thing. No other have-tos. I don't know why I said that. But... So 22 cars on track. It was kind of a mixed here when it comes to how people placed in the 2 groups. So Platinum, there was Hopkins and Peter David were P6 and P7 in the total list here, so they were quite far up in the standings. Yeah, we can actually get that on the there we go. Those are the standings. As you see there, we have Yeah, so we have these guys here. Hopkins, Peter David, Lynn Nortner, kind of overlapping as you see here with Platinum. Lloyd didn't like this track, looks like a McClellan. Keish and Jonathan Wood, like we just heard from Mike Maleski, this track is not something that Jonathan Wood enjoys very much. Looks like Jeremy Robas is not driving today. Okay. Silver, I can't get platinum here. I've never really played with this one when I commentate. So this is the overall and this is the silver. But there is nothing for weird. There's nothing for platinum. Platinum only. Weird. Jose Alves, one of our newer drivers. Thanks for joining. Waiting for the session start. I don't have a track walk video for this track, unfortunately. So we do the pause screen for a little bit as we are waiting for the session to start. See the rolling start. And first there's going to be a formation lap. And if you're new to eSeniors, we are doing stewarding after the fact. There are two processes. One is that we are looking at, stewards are looking at all contacts on lap 1, and beyond lap 1, drivers need to report anything that they want stewards to look at. So. All right, it looks like they are rolling. So let me set the camera where they need to be. And we get on the game screen. There we go. And I'm gonna mute myself just a second. All right, I am back. Slowly rolling. It's a track where it's very hard to pass, as you probably know, everyone that's been racing here. I think they are at the chicane now. Yeah, takes a little while to get around this track. Waiting to catch up with the field. So here we go, going into formation here. So first row, Chris Bourne and Santos. Second row, Sky and Pornoff. Then we have Nova, Hopkins, Peter David, Jonathan Wood, Joel Kish, Ollie Linnartner, McClellan, Britos, Lloyd, Banks, Oliveira, Rainier, Caballero, Shannon, Mike Mileski, Parks, Pikavak, and Torrance. 22. Okay, just about green light. And here we go, green light. And Bourne have the inside on this tight track as we're coming up to the first. Oh, Santos braking late. Look at him. Is he going to hold? Behind there we have Young and Pornoff side by side, these four cars. I'm holding my breath there. I can almost not speak and commentate at the same time. A couple of movements here, nothing really too crazy. I think probably a little touch here and there, but here we see Chris Bourne. Let's see what happened there. Actually, I want to follow Chris here back from the start, and he got away from this nicely here in this turn, slingshotting around this kind of embankment. Sky is just behind Santos. Behind him is Britos. Oh, I'm sorry, Pornoff. Oh, Sky is all over Santos. And we're doing the replay, and here we're back. And Nova just lost position to Pornoff. Very nicely done here. Did we get any contacts? Yeah, a few contacts. But I don't think it was too bad. Let's do one replay of something that indicated contact. Oh, Santos and Sky. That's what happened. Okay. That's unfortunate. Santos dropping in the order. So does Peter David. Trying to get organized here. Hopkins still in the lead. Jonathan Wood and Kish behind him. Nova in front of him. Pornoff and Sky going to take up the fight. Hopkins currently in the lead in silver. Peter David P2 in silver. Ollie Linnartner P3 in silver. McClellan up to Hopkins. That is not for position. Driving very close though. Let's see here. Banks lost a couple of positions. Looks like Shannon took a position up to P16. These are all the silver guys battling it out. We have a nice little cluster here of cars. Caballero, Oliveira and Thomas Rainier. Santos currently now driving last. That's probably going to be something that the guys stewarding going to look at. McClellan now past Hopkins. That was in full position, but McClellan now up on P7. Nova is gaining right now on Pornoff a little bit. Bourne is now 1.7 seconds safe of Sky. Pornoff 1 second behind Sky. Sky just set the fastest lap, 1:35.9. Just a tad faster than Chris Bourne in front of him. What's going on down here? We have Peter David reaching Hopkins. So Peter David's putting the challenge on Hopkins now for the lead of possibly for the silver group. Let's follow them a little bit. And then we have Ollie behind. So there's a 1, 2, 3 for silver here. That could be interesting if they can keep it together. Further down the field is quite this field is not spreading out anything really. Here's Shannon, his colorful car. Kavak further down gained the position. Ahead of Torrance, Kawaki P20 right now. P20, 22 cars still on the track. No one has bailed out. Kawak on Parks. Let's follow him inside for a little bit. See what happens upstream. The first P5 are pretty much established at this point. First five, I mean. And here is Jolt chasing down Jonathan Wood. It's also Oliveira putting up a challenge. Britos behind there. We see so Thomas was kind of looking on the inside there of Caballero. Close racing here. Look at this whole group here with cars. It's Thomas getting very crowded here in this midfield. Pretty amazing. Nicely done. I'm scanning the other positions to see if there's something else up front. Actually, Ponov is now gaining on Sky. Yeah, Sky had probably had some issue there, because now all of a sudden we have Ponov just up on him. Cutting down here to Thomas. Look at this whole group with people. Meleski is behind here. Then we have Banks in the white and the red. Shannon in his CYMK colors. If you don't know what it is, you can ask. Oh, he goes hard on that curb, and Caballero does a mistake. And I thought Thomas would pay for that, what he did, but actually Caballero did the mistake too, and that gives Thomas the position. Hopkins reached what I would say a little traffic there. Had McClellan in front of him. It's not for position, but he needs to get away from Peter David. He's been successful in getting Peter David a little bit more behind him. Ponov now up on Sky. There's a lot of action in this race right now. Looks like Sky is not so comfortable on this lap for some reason. Oh, they got a little sideways there, Ponov. Didn't really hamper him much, but Nova is now behind there, trying to harvest if something should go his way. Ponov is 1.1 behind Sky, but now he's improving. Ponov almost got a little sideways. Here is McClellan. He has Hopkins behind him. Hopkins has a really nice pace now. He's 1.9 ahead of Peter Davids. A solid lead for Hopkins right now for the Silver Group. Midfield down, kind of last third. We have this group of people that's still battling out. Thomas and Oliveira. Let's see if he's going to be able to do something here on the straight. That's really one of the few places where you can do something, but it's really difficult. You can't do like an inside push there. Oh, let's see what he can do here. You can't really go inside and try to dive on the inside on that corner, the first corner. That's almost impossible. Thomas just had to press on and just press on and just see if can pressure Oliveira to a mistake. Follow Thomas here a little bit. Hopkins have passed McClellan, not for position, but that's good. He needs a little clean air, so to speak. Let's see, who else do we have to look at? Parks lost 2 positions, possibly went off. Santos still fighting the good fight down there in P20. Let's look at his car. Trying to work himself up here. He's down in the bottom of the timetable. Here's Lloyd, currently P11 in the total. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, Lloyd got on the curb there, got unstable, managed to keep it up. Now Pornoff has lost contact with Sky. Sky is about a second ahead of him. Pacing a little bit better now. But Bourne is... This is Bourne supremacy. 1:35.6 is his last. Just a 1/10 of his best. 4 seconds ahead is Mr. Bourne. This could be interesting here. Keish trying to intimidate Jonathan Wood. Behind him is Hopkins. Hopkins not for position, but incredible pace by Hopkins. Well up in platinum territory, so to speak. Very nicely done. So this mid-pack or lower third, so to speak, has spread out a little bit. We do have Banks still chasing Shannon. Oh, here comes Keish, getting very close there to Jonathan. Opens up wide here to do the wide line, almost letting Hopkins ahead. Let's follow these for a minute. Hopkins is 2 seconds ahead of his closest challenger, Peter David, for the P2. Peter David driving P2 right now for silver, and Linnartner is driving P3 in the silver. Yeah, 37 minutes left. In another 10-12 minutes we're gonna start to see some pit stops. Interesting to see what this track will do with the tires. Let's sit on the bumper a little bit for Schultz. Okay, let's look at these guys now. There's Brian Banks, Mileski behind him. In front of Banks we have Shannon, and then we have Caballero. A nice little battle here. Oh, Shannon went a little bit wide. That's the opportunity for Banks. Last turn. Is Banks going to be able to do something? Shannon goes defensive and blocks off and goes out there to get into the turn. Nice battle there. All right, nice driving, these three, that little group. Oliveira sits in P13 in the total, chasing down P12 here, Britos. Taking little different lines, these two. check back on these guys. So Shannon's car, CYMK colors used for basic colors used for printing. Mike went a little bit hard on the curbs there, lost time, lost some pace. Oh, now we have Leonard and Lloyd. This is not for position though. So spicy. Leonard holding back there, didn't want to cause any issues. In the meantime, looks like we have a little battle brewing here between Noah and Pornov. Noah had gained a little bit on Pornov, it looks like. Let's visit back with these guys. Here comes Keish, really wide there. Hopkins behind from Silver. Hopkins in the lead for Silver. Okay, Nova starting to get some pressure onto Pornov here. That's Pornov probably did a little mistake. He's running a invalid lap right now, so that indicates to me that maybe I had some troubles. Maybe the tires are starting to wear off now. Yeah, Nova is very close now. Not close enough. Braking much later than Pornov. Look at the advantage he gets all of a sudden. A lot of pressure now on Pornov. In front we see Sky. A little bit different line there by Nova. Opened up a little bit more, got him a little bit more pace out of that corner. Oh, now he's all over Pornov. Let's see if Pornov can keep the cool. Yeah, last lap, so yeah, Nova almost gained a half a second on Pornov last lap. I wonder if Pornov is not struggling here with the tires or something. Oh, he looks a little bit on the inside there, Nova, but that also didn't really position him right. He lost momentum there. Let's see if he can come back. He's braking often very late for this corner here. A good run out here by the Mustang. Power out of that corner. Yeah, not close enough to do anything. Keep the pressure on now. Fight for P3. Looking what we have here. We have Britos, Caballero and Banks. Caballero is reaching Britos. A lot of pressure on him now. And then in front of them we have Thomas. This is the closest battle now. Oliveira goes in and he pits. Oh, Shannon is all the way in the back all of a sudden. Maybe something happened, or did he pit? Yeah, I'm sorry, Shannon had pitted. Oh, Santos behind there on Banks. This is not for position. He just want to climb up there a little bit. Banks let him go. see what do we have for position. Parks and Bikabak. And Nova is a little bit further back now. He lost a little contact with Ponov. Ponov lapping a little bit faster than him last lap. Steve Young sits almost 7 seconds behind Chris Bourne. Sits pretty solid there in P2. He needed those points. He drew a penalty last race. Contact in first turn. Shannon now on fresh tires, chasing Oliveira. Let's see what he can do now. Oliveira has, Oliveira has pitted. Okay. Fair fight then. Oh, look at that. Let's see what happens here. A little scuffle between these two guys. Let's see what happens. I jumped back 30 seconds here, just make sure we catch all the action. Coming around that corner. And goes a little bit wide as Pornoff. That gives Nova the advantage. And they're side by side as we're coming into the chicane. Oh, Nova, he couldn't make it around the chicane. And now Pornoff is ahead of him. So yeah, that's the way it should be. I'm not sure if there was a contact there or not. No, it wasn't. So I think obviously Nova, he gained an advantage there, so he had to, it was the right thing that he had to surrender that. All right, quite a fight between those guys. What else do we have for position? Jolt and Jonathan. Now we're coming into pit stop territory. We might see a couple of more. Caballero and Parks are in. And these two guys are still at it. Battle for P3, important battle. Ponov fights for the best position. I believe he has had, yeah. If he gets P3, Ponov, that's his best position this year. And that could push him up into P3 in the championship actually, because Lloyd is his closest competitor on that, which is he's further back, he's in P10. All right, here we go. Nova takes the pit stop. We haven't really seen much of Chris Bourne when it comes to screen time, because he's been way up there in front. Let's see when he's gonna pit. We're almost halfway through the race. 8-second lead for Chris Bourne. So right now we have Bourne, Young and Pornoff. And in silver we have Hopkins, Peter David and Ollie Linnartner. Okay, Nova is effectuating his effectuating, is that the word? He's now doing his pit stop. And Santos damaged on the nose. But this is not for position. But this is for position. Oh, see how long they stay out. Behind it we see Hopkins. Getting very close now. Ponov in the pits. These guys are pushing hard now. Anything can happen in the pits, as we know. Total pit stop, the best pit stop so far sits at 56 seconds, I think, or 55. Paulo Novoa did a really quick pit stop. Keeping an eye on the pit stop. Ponov did really nicely done there. 56. So he had the same time as Novoa. So they should come out the way they were. Here's Ponov. And Novoa is behind him. 2.3 behind him. Oh. Yeah, about the same. All right, a lot of pit stops now. Let that clear out. Jonathan Wood currently in the lead temporarily until he goes into pits. All right, Chris Bourne, Steve Young is pitting. While we are following Jonathan Wood. See if he's gonna go in and pit. All right, Chris Bourne is in the leads. Once all these pit stops clear out. And here's Hopkins. He's waiting for Mileski to pit. And Torrance, and then he will remain in the lead. Peter David 5 seconds behind him, so that's pretty clear. Novoa is picking up a little bit towards Ponov. It's Oliveira and Shannon. This is for position. Oh, it looks on the inside. Goes wide there, Shannon. Oh, that was very close. Look at the pit stops a little bit. Ollie had a long pit stop. Shannon, Oliveira and Parks had very long. They might have done repairs actually. Yeah, they might have done repairs. Fastest pit stop, Jolt. Yeah, several have. 55 seems to be the optimal pit stop length. Fastest you can do. Oh, Jolt was passing, Kish was passing Jonathan Wood. Missed that. Let's see if I thought that would catch that. All All right, so now all of a sudden the field is pretty spread out, except for these guys here, Caballero and Britos, all on fresh tires now. 20 minutes remaining of this race. Santos still in the lead, but he has to pit. Otherwise, I think we are pretty settled there on Chris Bourne and Steve Young and Ponov. Novara 2.3 behind. He was challenging Ponov for a while. We'll see if he's able to pick that up. Hopkins, solid lead for pretty solid. We'll see what Peter David can do here now when he has fresh tires. In the meantime, we're looking at Banks, Caballero and Britos. Little wiggle there from the car of Daniel Britos. Got out in the sand a little bit. Great driving by Banks here, putting pressure on Britos. Britos sitting in P5 for silver. Focusing a bit on silver now because I think the platinum is pretty settled. Keeping an eye on Peter David, that needs to pass Andrew Lloyd. Not for position, but for him to get a little clean air to go up and challenge Hopkins. He's not that far behind. It's a 2.5 second that Peter David has to do if as long as he can pass Lloyd. Nice little battle here. Caballero sits behind there, just waiting. Santos goes into the pits. I should clear Chris Bourne for P1. Yeah, it was a fun race. I'm glad I decided to call it, although I haven't been 100% today. I do enjoy doing this. Caballero, good run through that corner. Got a little bit closer to Banks. Britos got out a little bit ahead now. But Banks picking that up in that corner. Big time. See Mileski in his green 7 up behind. Following Caballero here. But he's looking at these two cars in front. Let's get us on his bumper, this dizzying view. Actually, now we get on Banks' bumper because he's getting really close. And as you see here, it's really hard to pass here unless someone is really doing a mistake. Banks take a little different line there than Britos coming into the chicane. See who gets the best run out of here. Yeah, about even there. Get on the helicam. 16 minutes left. Then after this, in a little bit, we have Formula 1 to watch. I watched the sprint. That was interesting. It's a lot of commotion. Weather. Arthur, welcome. Welcome everyone on the stream. Please press the like button. That's your only admission. This is free except for the like. Banks is pushing hard now. I love these couple of corners here. See how they're coming through here. Still about half a second between these two guys. Pretty steady. Very equal in their lap times. Last couple of laps. Look like Banks got a little bit better run out of there. Let's see if he can capitalize on that coming into the last turn of this lap. Lap number 20 we're on. So frustrating when you just sit in front of someone like, or behind someone like, and you just don't get any inroads. Looks like Britos braked a little bit later there than Banks. Did you notice? You're getting the advantage as we're coming through this first couple of corners in lap 21. Less than 14 minutes. Oh, Banks getting a good run out of there. But it's so hard to do something about that here. Oh, looks like Brito's car was kind of going side to side a little bit. Hopefully he's not glitching in front of Banks, because that's super irritating. Here we are inside Banks' car. Looking up the top of the leaderboard, everything looks the same. Nothing really going on there when it comes to fights, battles. Oh, he got a little bit wrong into there, Banks. Caballero almost caught up with him. And we lost some distance to Britos. Caballero breathing a little fumes from Banks now. That's what he wanted to do. This is now the closest battle on track for position. Well, we should look at Torrance chasing down Joby Kabak just a little bit further back. So this is the lower half of this round. Oh, there comes oh, we got to see Chris Bourne coming through here. Blue flags, doing great. Back to these guys. Now it's Caballero that's closer to Banks. This is an interesting fight. Hopkins sits very nicely there in the lead. Still for silver. Peter David P2. Olle Lindortner P3. Chris Bourne's fastest lap, 1:35.5. Oh, we got really close there. This little pack here really provides a lot of entertainment. And Banks is pushing, he just wants to get past Britos. Caballero looks a little bit on the inside. I think it's just going to be who does a mistake, and Britos did a little mistake there, but Banks couldn't capitalize on that. We can sit here on the banks, just see what's going on behind and in front. Also keeping a keen eye on Torrance. He's fighting Bekavak. But this is a closer fight right now. Nothing changing up front. 1, 2, 3. Chris Bourne. Sky and Noah have a fair distance between them. Oh, Banks got a little wobble there, looked like. And that gives Caballero an opportunity. He's very close now, much closer than we've seen before. But yeah, like I said, you can't really brake late on the inside in this corner. It's just the way it's, I think it's a little bit banked. Okay, the chase continues. Now Banks gets really close. Hasn't been this close for a while. It's less than 9 minutes remaining. Let's see who makes a mistake first. I think that's what this is about. That's the only thing that's gonna... Torrance passed to Bekavak. Gained position there, Bekavak. I'm sorry, Torrance gained position. But these guys are at it. This is the only battle right now. For the longest time it was really tight all over the place, and then we had the pit stops and everything started to stretch out. Caballero gets a little bit closer, looks like. Takes a little different line and he goes out, way out. That didn't improve his time. Banks in the slipstream of Britos, but again, this is so hard. Yeah, there's a little banking on this corner, I believe. Looks like, so it's, you can't really jump on the inside. It's really who does the mistake first. Oh, nice, open up and get on the throttle. Banks was quite much faster than Britos in last lap, actually. A couple of tenths. It's exhausting to drive like this when you have one in front of you and one behind you. Oh, Banks get a good run. Oh, he makes a little contact. Made him pull back a little bit. That gives Caballero the opportunity. But no, they're not close enough. Maybe Banks can do something. Britos parks himself on the inside and then he tries to open up. And now they are really close together, these guys. Something will happen. I think something will happen here soon. It might end up in tears. Who knows? I hope not. But it is very, very close. Banks is seeing, you know, that there's blood in the water. Yeah, there was a little contact recorded, but that's really nothing. He pulled back, so no advantage from that contact. All right, push, push, push. It's the battle for P5. Britos is in P5 for silver. He's keeping an eye up front. Nothing has changed. It's less than 5 minutes remaining. Oliveira passed Obikavak, passed. No, what happened? Oliveira must have meant off. Yeah, there was contact. Let's look at that. Look at that. Ah, we didn't catch it. All right, in the meantime, Britos got away a little bit here. A little respite. I think this battle gonna go on until the end of the race. There's too far away from each other to actually do a mistake or do any contact. So they might just stay like this. But we follow them because we want to see if something happens. This is the closest battle on track. So yeah. Look at this from the vantage point of Mr. Caballero. Yeah, he's semi-pro, Brian, in SimGrid. Oh, Banks got a little trouble there. Caballero is all over him. Don't miss the interview we're gonna have after the race. It's gonna be, if this stands, it's gonna be Chris Bourne and Bruce Hopkins. Battle continues. Oh, actually, now what happened here? We have Ponov had reached up to. We haven't looked at these guys for a while now. Ponov and Nova. So Nova must have passed Ponov. Ponov must have made a mistake. I'm trying to look here. Don't see that on time. There's someone on the side of the road. Who was that? Oh, that's Banks. That is Banks sitting there. What happened? Oh, there was contact. Oh, there's a little contact, and there's one more. Oh, and Caballeros goes. That wasn't. Okay. Someone will deal with that. But here's Ponov chasing Nova. Yeah, that was a little unnecessary contact there, unfortunately. Gonna kill that little battle we had. But we are very close there. Ponov. I want to go over to Chris Bourne, but to see him get in over the check, get the checkered flag. And let's see where he is. There he is. Yet another win. Unbelievable. And now we're gonna switch over to these guys and see if maybe Ponov can do something, pull something out of the hat. And Steve Young goes into over the line. And here comes Nova and Ponov. Nova gets P3. Hopkins finishing. There's Hopkins coming in P1 for silver. Jonathan Wood P6 for platinum. Peter David P2 for, and Lynn Nortner gonna get P3 for silver. All right, that was entertaining. Let's see if we can get to talk with someone now. Yeah, I need to get my podium in order. Podium graphic. Okay, downloading that. Let's get to interviews and see if we can get some interviews going. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can get. Bruce Hopkins. Bruce, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Krister.
How was it? Did you have fun?
Oh, I'm worn out. There are so many turns on this track. You are just constantly sawing at the wheel. There's no break. I could barely sip my beer. I still got a whole beer here because it's not big enough.
Yeah, I know it's relentless, and we followed a couple of guys down their banks and others, and he had one car behind him and one car in front of him, and that's just so tiring when you drive this track.
Yeah, it is, and you can't pass. I mean, you get locked in behind someone, and they have to go off, make a mistake or anything like that. There's just, if you're close in speed, there's no way to stick your nose in somewhere.
Yeah.
From one corner to the next corner is too close.
Yeah,
you can't get in there. It's too close, corner to corner.
And you are now almost like the Chris Bourne of Silver Group, because this is your third win, and so I mean you have nothing worse than a P2. So
I've
that's
been
really
racing
good.
really well. Yes, thank you. Yeah, been really, and today just really hooked up. Ollie and what was it, Peter David had some faster times in, I think, practice, and I put down just a blistering qualifier there. I had a wheel update due, so I went and did a lap, and then I went into the pits, and then I updated the firmware on my wheel and came back faster. So that firmware for my Sim Magic wheel is faster.
Oh boy!
Everyone should go out and buy one.
How could that be? That's amazing that the software can impact your speed.
I'm tongue in cheek, but
yeah.
That was a personal best that I did in qualifying there.
Oh, I need to put up the graphic here. Okay, there we go. I don't see Chris Bourne. Where is he? Yeah, I caught your amazing lap there in the broadcast, just in the nick of time. It's when
Yeah, it
you
was.
you got that. So where is Chris Bourne? I don't see him on The Voice.
Yeah, he hasn't popped in yet. He
No,
wrote in the
no.
chat, "Congratulations to the podium."
Okay. Maybe he had a very quiet race though. So, but he had a really good start, and there was a battle right behind him, but he stayed away from that. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
I will have to say, all I could see was Peter David and my relative, and Ollie and my relative, not more than a few seconds behind me, and so they kept me on my toes the whole way there.
yeah.
Ollie fell off on the pit stop there. He said he had a problem, couldn't hit his start button, so that dropped him out. But Peter David was relentless in my mirror back there the whole day.
Yeah, here is Chris Bourne. Let's pull him in here. Hey, Chris, and congratulations to yet another win.
Oh, thank you. Yes, thanks very much. Thank you.
So how was it? You had a really good start there and got away from the guys that were just nipping behind you there in the first turn, and then you didn't really look back.
Yeah, it was very touch and go in that first corner and the second corner, I suppose, isn't it? Little kink. Yeah, it was a bit wary there, it was a bit touch and go. But
Yeah.
Tyres were really, I don't know about Bruce's, congrats Bruce, but the tyres were really low on the start, really like 24.8, I think, on the left sides.
Yeah, I couldn't warm them up. They were green. I mean, not green. They were blue along with the brakes at the start.
So it was kind of like going to turn one, and I think we all kind of thought, see what happens, but don't go too hot in there, I think. Good fun.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah,
race.
it was. Congratulations, Chris.
And like Bruce said, it's such concentration on this race because the corners just come and come. You can't even, stretch your arm, on a straight. I mean, maybe the start straight, but that's just about it. So.
Yeah, I know. I raced in a week, practice raced in a week, and I crashed at the bump after the right hand and like midway around the circuit. And then today I just kept going off there today where I was trying to watch it. So I changed the setup literally before quali and was to get around that corner, hoping.
Yeah.
Oh, fingers crossed, it made it.
All right, congratulations, guys. Now we're gonna get ready to watch Formula One. At least I'm gonna do it. So.
Yeah, me too. Thank you all.
Thank you, Krister. And everyone watch the Kentucky Derby. It's on today.
Kentucky Derby. That's over in like 2.5 minutes or something or less.
Yeah,
it's like a Formula One pit stop.
2 minutes in sports.
You should live stream it. Live stream it, Bruce.
Yeah, do it. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Krister.
See ya. All right, thank you guys on the stream. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.